that we have gotten used to just allocating the resources. Spending them efficiently. It's exactly what we spoke about. That the staff of the hospital attended the person's funeral, and after that continued paying him for 26 months after attending his funeral. I mean, how is that possible? So we need to take these seriously, and I believe that it will provide us with the resources. Can you imagine that with the kind of infrastructure we're doing, we are out of the international capital market. We're not borrowing $1 single from outside for the big people. And so somebody asked me, says, so when are you going to return to the international capital market? I said, we're not in a hurry at all. Because I never knew that you could survive without going to borrow for infrastructure. So far we're doing good, and we'll continue to keep our foot on the ground. His Lordship, the Acting Chief Justice Bafobon, Chairman of the National Development Planning Commission, who just gave us a very beautiful, comprehensive overview of the Ghana Infrastructure Plan, Dr. Nimue Thompson. It's not Nimue, a lot of people say Nimue, it's Nimue Thompson. The Director General of the National Development Planning Commission, Dr. Audrey Smoke Amon, the Deputy Minister for Finance, Ministers of State and senior government officials here present, members of the diplomatic corps. I can see the Chinese ambassador was with him in Beijing just a few days ago. Members of the National Development Planning Commission, heads of our security services, CEOs of public sector institutions, development partners, civil society organizations, and private sector organizations, friends from the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Today we gather not just for a lunch, but to rekindle a vision, a journey that started by a decade ago when I had the honor as president to initiate the development of a long-term infrastructure plan for our beloved country. The Ghana Infrastructure Plan stands as a bold, forward-looking national blueprint, one that lays the foundation for building a resilient, inclusive, and future-ready Ghana. It defines the framework of our collective ambition, a 30-year strategic plan that guides how we design, fund, and implement infrastructure to improve lives and to support growth. But as we look ahead, we must also look back. For every renewal starts with reflection. 60 years ago, as the chairman of the NDPC told us, I'm feeling Ghana's first comprehensive development distance reflects a painful truth that despite our ambition, our infrastructure delivery has often been fragmented, politicized, and inefficient. We inherited the Nkrumah's dream, but we have yet to fulfill its promise. The Ghana Infrastructure Plan makes a structure. GTEC will come after you. You cannot progress as a nation when you have geographical imbalance in economic development. And so, setting up SADA as a special vehicle to accelerate development of the North was strategic. Unfortunately, a new government has shut down SADA and creates 3 broad development authorities: Coastal, Middle Belt, Northern, which we have done nothing, have absolutely no impact. And so we must stop that development imbalance, because every child finishing senior high school in the North, after a certain point in time, no economic opportunities, no employment opportunities, everybody is headed towards Accra. And that's what he said. It just shows graphically what the imbalance is. Every industry is in Accra. All foreign direct investment is coming into Accra. Incentives that have been given to rebalance development have not been very effective. And we must find a way of making them more effective. And that's why we are suggesting an agro-industrial park in the northern part of the country, where we redirect some of the foreign investors who want to invest and give them the necessary incentives, instead of settling in Accra, to move up to the north to create jobs so that the young people can have opportunities there and not drift down to the south. The next is to develop multi-sectoral linkages to ensure infrastructure support, to ensure infrastructure supports agriculture, industry, education, and health. Our goal is straightforward, yet transformative: to move from scattered, politically motivated projects to unified, long-term investments that generate jobs, unlock value, and foster prosperity. This government's Big Push initiative is the first installment of this program. It operationalizes the Ghana Infrastructure Plan through deliberate high-impact investments that will, 1, complete abandoned and delayed projects in accordance with Article 35 Clause 7 of the 1992 Constitution, which will mandate every government to continue and execute projects and programs that my previous one, this is what I was talking about. To revitalize the Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund as a gift to finance projects that are self-sustaining and commercially viable. To generate thousands of quality jobs for young people through public works and local contracting. To strengthen institutional capacity for project preparation, monitoring, and evaluation. The priority program, ensuring value for money, regional balance, and long-term impact. To build better, we must govern better. Infrastructure governance, the system systems, laws, and institutions that determine how projects are conceived, financed, and executed must be strengthened. Good governance guarantees that projects are selected on merit, carried out transparently, and are maintained across political transitions. When infrastructure governance is weak, countries lose billions. When it is robust, every project acts as a driver for growth. We must therefore depoliticize infrastructure so that roads, bridges, and hospitals will serve as symbols of national progress and not partisan rivalry. Allow me to highlight these three strategic initiatives that exemplify this new approach. One, the Green Digital City, which I announced last year, and I re-emphasized again during my trip to China. It's a 20-year transformation hub spanning the greater Accra, Volta, and Eastern regions. It will combine sustainable urban design, renewable energy, and digital innovation to attract global investors and talents. The expansion of the water systems in Ho, Tamale, Sugakope, and Hohoi to ensure clean and fair corridors to enhance national connectivity, boost trade, and ease urban congestion. These projects are not isolated interventions, they are interconnected investments within a unified national framework. And each of them helps to achieve spatial equity, support industrial growth, and encourage climate-smart development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Ghana Infrastructure Plan is more than a policy document. It is a national covenant. It requires all of us across the political divide, public institutions, civil society organizations, and generations to dedicate ourselves to a shared vision of progress. I therefore call on First Parliament to enact the enabling laws, enforce fiscal discipline, and oversee to safeguard this vision. I urge the ministries, departments, and agencies to align their sector plans with the Ghana Infrastructure Plan and ensure continuity in project delivery. To the private sector, I urge you to invest boldly and build partnerships in infrastructure, logistics, and digital transformation. To civil society and academia and the media, I urge you to fulfill your roles in promoting transparency, accountability, and citizen participation. And to our development partners, I urge you to collaborate in blended finance, capacity building, and technology transfer. And finally, to the Ghanaian people, our citizens, I urge you to hold us accountable, to share ideas, and support this collective mission with patience and patriotism. Before I conclude, I'm pleased to announce a national competition in collaboration with the NDPC for the best artistic interpretation of the cover design for the Ghana Vision 2057. The Ghana Vision 2057 is a roadmap for economic transformation and shared prosperity. So this competition encourages our youth to envision the Ghana of the future, a nation of innovation, of dignity, and shared prosperity. This competition will be advertised, and I encourage all our young people to join in the competition. The prizes are attractive. Maybe I might also join. The first prize is 100,000 cool Ghanaian cedis. And the second prize is 75,000 cedis. And the third prize is 50,000 cedis. So let us make this more than just a competition or a contest. Let it be an act of civic imagination. The Ghana Infrastructure Plan was initially completed in 2016 and was revised in 2019, but it was shelved and left to gather dust for years. Today we reaffirm this position as the essential framework for national transformation. It is therefore with great pride that I officially launched the Ghana Infrastructure Plan, not as a new idea, but as a renewed commitment to the promise of a sustainable and inclusive infrastructure development for all Ghanaians. Fellow Ghanaians, Dr. Nkrumah gave us the blueprint. The Ghana Infrastructure Plan provides us with the tools, and the big push will deliver the results. Let us not just build roads and bridges, but a Ghana that works for everyone. A Ghana where vision meets discipline and where continuity, transparency, and innovation illuminates the path to a shared future. On this note, it's my privilege and honor to declare the Ghana Infrastructure Plan to be launched. May this plan guide our footsteps, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you very much.
Delegacies.